on this computer. Well, Molly and I are here with Pastor V, and we're just finding out what happens with the kids in the second part of our service, so in the electives section around 11 o'clock. So Pastor V, tell us what happens during that time.
Well, it's very exciting, actually, Molly. We're going to have all the kids in together. So you can play with Georgia and even James if he wants to come. And you can help look after the little kids, Molly. So it's going to be amazing and great. We're going to take over the whole gym. And we're going to have, in the gym, we're going to have some bikes to ride and some balls to throw and some fun things. The other end of the gym, we're going to set up Gaga Ball, which is really good for our older kids.
Cool.
That's a great game. Outside in that little courtyard, we're going to have hopscotch and 4 square and some chalk to do some beautiful drawings. And then for the little kids, if that's a bit much, or kids who just want some quiet time, in the juniors room where they usually have a story, there's going to be some puzzles and some quiet activities to do in there. And then we're also, Molly, we're even going to take over half of the Corfi Lounge if there's any little wee tiny people who just want some quiet space.
Cool.
So there's going to be lots happening. One of the things that we will need is some big kids or some adults, excuse me, to help, because I don't think I can look after all of those kids. Okay. That is going to be very hard.
Awesome. So it's lots of activities kind of going on that people can kind of choose between. So parents can come out with their kids to help out, have their coffee and whatever food they've got, bliss ball or Anzac biscuit, and have it out there with them. Yep.
So the idea is at about 10 to 11 we'll open up and parents can sign their kids in and let us know which elective they're going to be at, just in case we need them. But apart from that, you can stay with your coffee and chat to friends. You're very welcome to do that. Or you can stay and hang out with the kids. And the idea is we're not teaching anything, but we're just hanging out with kids, building relationships, little kids hanging out with big kids, little kids hanging out with littler kids, teenagers helping out. If there's older members of our congregation that would like to come, we would love that. So just a real intergenerational space.
Awesome. And
we're going to have some snacks. So when your kids come, we're really aware that we're starting at 9:30 and hopefully you're going to sign them in at about 9:15. That would be great. And now we're at 11. So some kids are going to be hungry. So we're going to have some fruit available and probably some rice crackers. And we've got some water. So it's very generous of us, isn't it? Water. So that the kids can have a bit of a snack as well. But if you want to pack a lunch or some extra morning tea for them, we'll have space for them to sit and have some of that as well.
Okay, so parents can drop their kids off and head off to an elective if that be the case, or they can stay behind and come with a couple of other adults or whatever and have a coffee whilst things are on, or jump in and participate. So there's a bit of a range of options that sit there with it. Awesome.
And do remember that if you've got middle school aged kids, there are several of the electives that your children might want to go to.
Yep.
So if they do come into the space, they're absolutely welcome, but they can't be being too crazy with some of the smaller kids. So there are some really good activities, and I believe Warwick Prua might be doing some
so Warwick's one won't be this Sunday, it'll be the following Sunday, but they can go to the Chosen, watch that. They can go with Aaron about the reading scripture and public kind of thing. That would be really suitable for them too. Or if any of the parents are going on a prayer walk, they're welcome to go with that. So they would be 3 that would be very suitable for them to go to as well. So let's go.
I guess if you've got little people in prams, you could ask a prayer walker to take your child in a pram. If you know someone who's going to do that, just pop your kid in a pram and say, here, take my child for a bit. That's what our family is all about, isn't it? So I'm hoping that every prayer walker has a pram or a pushchair or something as well. I think that'll be cool.
that's great. Thanks, Pastor V. That's cool. So it's an opportunity to, get in and mix and mingle and connect up, or to have your child there so you can head off to another elective. So it's cool. Looking forward to it. Thanks, Pastor V.
Thanks, Jeremy. Thanks, Molly. Bye.